Alrighty. Hello, everyone, and welcome to February. Britt's just like, yeah, get on with it, Charles. And welcome to February. Like this is essentially a an advertisement for a White Claw right here, if anyone can tell. And starting from that, you'll know it's a tipsy Tuesday. So we've got ourselves some beverages on the go. We've also got a fresh face, freshly awoken. I'm just fresh face, Katie, on the podcast with us today for Tipsy Tuesday while we're all enjoying a beveraggio. What do you all have to drink? Because we know what I've got here, which
I got a little wine time, a little rosé.
she's on the rose.
Oh,
Katie,
same, same.
Oh my word, you guys really coordinated
I
today.
mean, the
I went
smart ones go for the
light and
goods.
fresh.
White
I
Claw.
went
Who
light and
drinks
fresh
White
this
Claw?
time. Yeah, well, I still have loads in my fridge from the summer, so still working through them. I don't drink them often,
I
but I'm
found out
keeping
that
them in
White Claw is like a malt alcohol, but it's not actually like a vodka. It's like a mixed. And ever since then, I just haven't really been into them.
Are you sure? Because
Actually, I think in the States it's malt, in Canada it's not.
yeah,
Oh, interesting.
yeah, because no,
Or is it
correction.
opposite?
In Ontario, it's the alcohol, the vodka drink. In Quebec, they sell the malt ones.
Hmm.
So
Brings me
like
back to the good old 18-year-old going to Quebec to get some booze and bringing it back
What
to
was
the
it?
Ontario
What was
side.
it called? Vex? Was it Vex that we used to get?
mhm,
Oh, yeah. Ooh, dangerous. The
Quebec,
little blue bottle. Oh,
yeah,
Yeah, just straight sugar.
pure
yeah.
sugar. But so like funny enough, this one's ingredients it says carbonated water, alcohol, cane
See, it
sugar,
doesn't say
natural
vodka.
flavor.
I don't think it's
No,
vodka.
you're right. It actually doesn't say vodka. I'm trying to think of where I bought these ones though.
Well, you didn't go to Quebec to go buy those. Let's
Well,
be
it
honest.
depends. If I got them when I was at the cottage, then I would
Oh,
have gotten them at
maybe.
the grocery store in their mall. Anyways, that doesn't matter. It just
I know
doesn't
we're
matter.
digressing too much on White Claws.
Britt doesn't want to drink the White Claw. She's on Cottage Springs now. Okay, it's just for everyone's awareness. So, okay, so just back to the topic at hand. We're on our More People, More Problems podcast today. We've kind of really gone offside here on the drinking, but that's okay because it's Tipsy Tuesday, anyways. We got an interesting one in store. We're going to talk about horoscopes today, or like astrology, and not in a like a smart or like knowledgeable way or anything like that. We're just going to talk about it, okay? And then what is it? Like some of us know about this stuff, some of us are not really into it and or don't know much at all. And also I want to look at our monthly horoscope for each of us. That's why we had Katie on too, because it would be interesting to see for the month of February, what are we looking at? Love, life, career, money, I
Death.
don't know. Who knows? Oh
Success,
God.
failure.
Yeah, we've really okay. We've gone into the morbidity of it. Hopefully, no death or failure, but I mean, to each their own. Maybe, hopefully not for me, anyways. But okay, so more people, more problems. We're gonna dive into that a little bit. No, we're not gonna be talking about anyone else. It's purely us, so we don't have to give any disclaimers about revealing anyone else's personal information. It's probably going to be us, unfortunately, who's going to over disclose on our personal lives, but we'll try not to. No, probably we will still do it. It's Tipsy Tuesday. So, okay, let me toss it over. I'm not super familiar with horoscopes and
Okay, I got to
astrology.
interject here because for all the listeners, today's going to be a fun one, definitely. But the hilarious part to this is we were trying to decide what do we want to do for a Tipsy Tuesday? And Chelsea mass texts me and Katie and goes, I have a great idea. Let's talk about horoscopes. And now here she is sitting there being like, I don't know anything about it. And I was like, no, we do
Listen,
all the preparation. All she did was fucking Google horoscopes for us. So thanks, Chels.
okay,
We're going to put you on the spot.
but you guys, you love to leave me in the thing of you figure out Tipsy Tuesday every time we
Because you're
do it.
clever.
Well, I found a topic, okay? Did not have time to do the fucking research for it or anything. I got us a topic. Figured you'd be all into this. You do the whole tarot card business, so I thought maybe like some of this stuff. Are we
Not
saying no?
horoscope.
Not
It's
horoscopes.
it's funny because okay, so full disclosure, I love the woo stuff. Like I love tarot cards. Actually right beside me here, I have oracle cards. And I'm obsessed with them. And I mean, I've seen psychics, I've seen chakra readers, I've seen past life regressionists. I think that my belief is this: we are one small speck on this earth, and there has to be something more. Whatever your religion is, whether that's, like religious belief itself or a greater power or something else. I mean, there is something more than just us out there. And why not explore that and have some fun with it? I don't believe it verbatim. I look at it like life is confusing, life is hard. Why not get a new like lens on to look at life through? So I look at it like putting on a new pair of shades and just kind of trying to explore through that. And I feel like sometimes when you're stuck, it helps you just reframe, look at things in a new way. It gives you hope. It gives you sometimes some really like special magic. But I don't think that it's going to tell you exactly what's going to happen, because honestly, like, it's going to sound weird, but like the butterfly effect, every decision you make is going to change the next step. So what might be
Mhm.
one point in time that you think you know, but you have no idea, in a week. But I do love the value. Okay, that being said,
Okay,
horoscopes for some
can I ask
reason.
you a question? Can I ask you a
Yeah.
question though? Because you said the tarot cards that is like moony stuff. Like, is it regards to like the moon? Is that what you said?
No, oracle cards are more so in light of what your spiritual guides are telling you. So you pick
Okay.
a card or you ask a question, and you flip it over and you'll read a passage from it, and it should give you some indication of what your spiritual guides are trying to show you.
Okay, so spiritual guides for the tarot or the oracle cards versus like we're talking astrology horoscopes, which is like the planets, right?
Yeah. Moons and the planets
Moons and the
and the
planet.
sun.
Okay. I wanted to understand
From
like
what I know, astrology is at the point when you are born. Can't talk. When you are born, it's what the sun, the planet, and maybe the moon are all lined up as, and how that impacts your personality and different things. Katie, you know more on this, or
Yeah, so
you've
it helps
researched more.
understand it helps understand ourselves and others through the sun, the moon, and planets, which represent different facets of who you are and express their energies through the signs that they occupy in your birth chart.
Yeah.
birth chart.
Okay.
Okay, so
Yeah.
like, we've got the three of us here. So and luckily none of us fall in the same zodiac sign. It is zodiac sign, correct? Like,
Yeah.
because Katie, you're
Yeah.
Aries. Britt, we've confirmed 3 times she's a Gemini.
Chelsea keeps
Kidding.
asking me,
Oh,
I'm
are
like,
you
do you not
sure?
know my birthday? Like,
I'm not
yeah.
sure.
Best friend since when? What's your birthday?
Sometimes I mean, I don't know if you're a Gemini. I know when you exactly when your birthday is, but I don't exactly know
Yes,
what the
fair.
dates and that. So,
Half the time I can't
because
remember
she's
a
a
birthday,
Gemini
so I shouldn't be chirping. I should just be
and
sitting back.
I'm a Cancer. So, Katie,
Shocker.
what are the things about us according to the horoscopes or
Okay,
the
wait, before we
zodiac?
get into that, who here has ever looked at a horoscope and was it valuable? Before we get into all of the actual, has anyone ever read one? Has anyone ever, like for fun when you were in high school and it was like
So
Cosmo?
yeah, yeah. So I used to read them and like find, it's like you said, it's like putting a different lens on a thought that you have. But I will be honest, like I've forgotten to kind of at the end of the month check back in to see if it's true what they had said.
Okay.
But at the time, it's again, it's like a different lens. It's fun just to think about the next few weeks of what's going to happen. And
Yeah.
So,
I
like,
always just go ahead. Sorry.
oh, I was gonna say I've never been someone who's like looked them up, but back when like my grandmother was alive and I used to go over every week and like clean her house and that back when I was in university, she would clip my horoscope every week from the newspaper and like save it for me to look at, which was really sweet and everything. She's like, "Oh, I got yours out and everything." So she would clip it and save it for me. So then when I showed up that week, so it would be like your weekly horoscope. But I mean, I never actively participate in that, but she always liked to do that and maybe put a lot more stock in
no,
it.
that's cute.
So I kind of looked
Yeah.
at it every week for years. She would save me a clipping.
That's cute. I used to read it in like Cosmo, and I remember thinking two things. One, like, who gets to write this? Like, I kind of pictured some like writer behind the being and being like, Gemini, this month we're gonna make them go a little crazy. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you didn't
Yeah,
really fuck with people. So I was like, who writes them? And then I was like, I don't know. I used to be like, what's the point of this? But when we were looking into it, like, it goes back hundreds of years. Like, this is something that's been around for a very long time that of course has gotten more mainstream, so probably diluted. But it is interesting to see something that has been, it's like holistic medicine, right? Like you either like it or you call bullshit on it, but it's been being used for hundreds of years. So
Yeah.
like before there was actual medicine, certain things helped save lives, you know? So I don't know. I kind of question the validity. I think there's something, I just don't know if it actually is there.
So, like, who is the horoscope guru who gets to
Yeah.
decide,
Yeah,
like, okay, for
exactly.
this month or this week or this day, this is what it is, and then you have everyone else under the sun, like every website, Cosmo, Chatelaine, like everyone going, "Oh, this is yours," and just plagiarizing the hell out of it and just changing it maybe so it's like super like consumerism type, like
Yeah.
horoscope. Like you're gonna buy a lot of stuff this week, and like I see a lot of like new makeup purchases in your God knows like what they do or whatever. But like someone must start it out, and that must be like this is where we go and like find the horoscope
Yeah.
stuff, and then we
Hopefully
just
some expert.
well, I'm hoping so. Like there must be like an expert website where everyone takes their stuff from, they dilute it, they change it, they make someone go nuts. I don't know, but
Yeah.
with it just like
Yeah.
a grain of like truth or a grain of like actual like science behind it. I don't know.
Well, it's pseudoscience. That's why everyone's criticism is like there's no scientific backing. That's why
There's
they
no
all call
science,
bullshit.
exactly.
Pseudoscience. Okay, so pseudoscience. So,
Okay,
Katie, you said
Katie.
you
Yeah,
have
give
some
us.
more info.
Okay, so I'll go Aries first because that's first in the year. So Aries loves to be number one. Aries
Oh,
are bold and ambitious and dive into most challenging situations. Like their fellow fire signs, Leo and Sagittarius, Aries is a passionate, motivated, and confident leader who builds community with their cheerful disposition and relentless determination. Uncomplicated and direct in their approach, they often get frustrated by exhaustive details and unnecessary nuances. They like things quick and dirty. The key
So,
traits
by
are
the way,
competitive.
th- this is Katie's.
Yeah,
Like, so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
reading it for herself. But if you had,
It
okay,
hits a
two
little
things
too
that
close
pop
to
out.
home.
What the when it's like they like to be number one, I'm like Katie's like the most competitive
yeah.
Yeah.
person. So like very accurate. And the quick and dirty just made me laugh because I couldn't help but go to like a dirty spot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So the key traits are competitive, energetic, impulsive, and fearless.
Competitive. Yeah. Fearless. Compulsive.
I don't think you're
For you.
compulsive.
No, impulsive.
Oh,
Oh, the
impulsive.
opposite.
Do you think you're impulsive?
I actually don't think you're impulsive.
No,
Like
I don't
I
think I'm
guess
impulsive. I think I'm fearless when I just kind of go like this ties into like the quick and dirty, like, oh fuck it, like just go ahead and do
let's
it.
go.
You know, like let's go.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, this
energetic,
reminds me of your
definitely when I'm
dating.
having my good days. Who I'm dating? Why does it have to be
Well, no,
about
like
dating?
when you like me and you, our
We've
difference
had
in
to
like
do
going out to date. We lived together one summer and we're like, we're
Oh,
gonna go
I
to date.
see.
Katie's like, man, she's like talking to everyone. She's like, I'm going on a date every week. Like, I just gotta do it. Me, I'm like getting my nerve up to have one date a month. Like, I'm like just and she's like, we gotta just get into it. Like she was the most kick in the butt for me because I was just in my head too much about it. And you were just, yeah, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
just
go.
do it. Just do
But I
it.
don't think you're impulsive. Like you don't jump into just do things.
No,
You're
I
very thoughtful. You are, yeah.
yeah, I have to, but I think that's also maybe an OCD trait of mine of like just being super organized and
So maybe you're a
I
compulsive.
thor
So she is
I
compulsive then.
I also like, a thorough thinker of like planning and making sure things are the way that they are supposed to be going because I don't like chaos
Yeah.
and being ill prepared, right? Like
Which is kind of a
I need to be
contradiction to
prepared.
being fearless. Because by definition, to be fearless, you are being vulnerable and it is chaotic and you're still jumping in.
Well, I think it's I have to control.
Oh, now the truth comes
So she
out.
Like,
is compulsive. Yeah.
right? Like I have to control.
Or you like
No,
to
I don't
perceive
want to say
you're in control.
situation. I like to, yeah, like so that I prepare myself in any situation.
Yeah.
Okay. So, why don't I look at your actual February horoscope then, since we're on the
Okay.
topic of
Yeah.
you? Why don't I just go into that right now? So, I've got the full February horoscope and it's broken down into categories. So, I'll only focus on some of them. So, let's focus on career and finance first off. So, it says, I
You
don't know
better be
why it
good.
says Taurus sun sign natives, I guess that's you, will be struggling to cope up with the work pressure, but as the month advances, things will settle down. I
Okay.
mean, I don't know about that. Every day I message you, you're like, ah.
Things are a shit show.
Yeah. New assignments will take off well, and you'll be appreciated for your hard work and creativity. Remember, we were talking the other day on
Yeah,
the way home that you're waiting for something special from
yeah,
work. Maybe that will happen. I don't
maybe.
want to give any clues yet. We'll tell you about it
Or
later.
jinx it. Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
want to jinx it. Yeah, we're all superstitious now. We're doing the horoscope. Business people will advance their businesses. That's pretty vague. Finances, you'll be good, especially in the latter part of the month. You'll enjoy your money and will be indulging in luxuries.
Yes,
Oh.
I like that.
At the end of February, she's going to be indulging in luxuries.
Oh.
Okay, but I'll
Wait,
give
wait,
you
before you move on, do you not feel like that could attribute to anyone though? Like, do you feel like anything in there was like, oh wow, to you that it hit?
I mean,
Um, I
I
mean,
mean,
but I feel like everyone's in this situation about their careers too, right? Like, oh, waiting for a big promotion
Yeah,
or
that's what I mean. Like,
like
I
the
feel
month
like
of
it.
February, like it's going to be double down on work. Like, yeah, if you work hard, then you're probably going to be always busy.
but the thing is that there's no like, we don't like describe any sort of threshold in this. Is this like your hard work and creativity will pay off? And for example, at the end of the month, my boss gives me a compliment that I did a great job. Or at the end of the month, like Katie's boss gives her a raise or something. Like, what's the threshold? Like, I mean, I could like say, oh, this totally applies to me. I got a nice compliment at the end of the month for the project I'm working on.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, this makes perfect sense, right? But then Katie could be like, I got a raise or whatever. I got like a bonus or something.
Yeah,
So like
yeah.
you could take any tiny little piece of this and go, oh yeah, no, totally working really hard. But then I had a quieter day, or versus like working like a nut job and then like had vacation at the end of the month. Like, what is the
Yeah.
threshold like that we're
I
using to
think that
measure
in a
this?
way, it's cool because it was very positive and showed you like it's going to be hard and then it's going to get better and you're going to be recognized, all these things. And what it does is it actually puts like a manifestation, like a way forward into your head that you're like, okay,
Absolutely.
this is possible. And we know just like scientifically, like attracts like. So if you
Yeah,
start thinking that, you might actually create that, right? You're putting it out there, then you're going to get it. So it's kind of a chicken and egg, right? Like it is that lens on life to then embody it, to then get it. Then you're going to go back and be like, oh, to your point, Chelsea, like maybe big or small, but it showed up.
but like
Yeah.
she, exactly like what you said, she could manifest that on her own. Like, this horoscope doesn't start out like really good and then end in doom and gloom.
I
Imagine
kind
it
of
did
wish
that.
they did.
It's going to
No,
be
I don't
real
think
good
they
for
do
3 weeks,
though.
and that last week someone's going to die. Like, it didn't
Yeah.
do that. Like,
If I was a horoscope writer, let me tell you, I would
how
come
would
in
it be?
hot with, then you're going to
Would
lose your
you?
animal. Like,
Like, good
Oh
luck.
God, you're going to lose your animal. Your
I don't
pet's
know,
going to
just
die.
like, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't. That seems really
But,
cruel, but yeah.
but I like, so I'll be super interested to see if when I read the other two for us, does it do the same type of pattern? It's starting up real tough. It's going to get real good afterwards.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know,
You got to do the work
Okay.
first, but the award is good.
yes, the manifestation and the driving towards the good and like getting
Yeah.
through the tough. Like,
I
oh,
mean,
so
unless
positive.
you're like a lazy dipshit, like you work hard, you should get recognized. So like profound.
Well, like, and,
Well,
and
and if you don't, then you have to interview somewhere else.
Yeah,
and how
exactly.
does this apply to someone who doesn't have a job, for
Yeah.
example? I
Well,
guess
you wouldn't read the careers part of
yeah,
the
you just
horoscope.
focus
Oh, is
on the
that how it
other.
works? Like doesn't apply to you then?
Well, no, it should apply to you, but if you don't have a
Okay. Okay.
job and good
Anyways,
I
career,
go
guess
on.
there's not a section about like you'll get a job, like, or maybe you'll finally get that interview or whatever. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna skip health because that's boring. Um, Relationships. You'll experience some bumps in your relationship as the month dawns, as the month dawns. So that's the beginning, right? As the month dusk and
uh,
dawn.
No.
Yeah, dawn. That's gonna
it's
be
the beginning.
the
Yeah,
beginning. It's gonna be tough in the beginning. Here we go. This will be mainly due to lack of time and work overload. Okay, we're tying into the career and finance.
yeah.
Oh, get ready for this, ladies. towards the latter part, you're likely to enjoy a great bond with your partner. Yeah, there will be peace and harmony coupled with, stop it for a minute. Carnal pleasure. Wow, they really got into this. Okay. So not only do we have career success, and
I
good
can't
friends,
breathe.
yeah, relationship success, carnal delights, at the end of the month.
But really rough start.
Rough
Yeah.
start, in all areas. But it's gonna come. You're gonna hit it with a bang, apparently, literally
Literally. Yeah.
and metaphorically. You're hitting a bang at the end of the month. So wow,
Oh my
we
God,
still
that's
stuck
funny.
with that pattern though, didn't we? Starting out, and then we're
Yep.
getting better, and then jackpot at the end, right?
We're really gonna have to come in next
Hang.
month with a Tipsy Tuesday to be like, "So, how did it end? How did it manifest?"
Yeah, looking back on last month, how did it happen? So here's interesting, it actually gives us a remedy too. So I'm just going to give you the remedy because it brings up some of what we just spoke about. It says light a white candle on Friday to manifest good health. What does that mean? To manifest good health. But anyways, you're manifesting. We're
Yep.
manifesting from the
Yep.
dawn to the dusk. The dusk is going to be fantastic and sexy times. We're just told.
Rich
That
and sexy
with
times.
yeah, Katie's like, "I don't care about the sex time." I heard luxury.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
heard
yeah,
Fuck that sexy times. Yeah. No, sorry,
so
sorry,
good.
Joe. No sexy times for you. Well,
yeah.
that took a fun twist, didn't it?
Well, that's
Yeah.
good.
Okay, let's
Okay.
do Brett. Let's do
Okay,
Brett
so
now.
Gemini, Gemini.
This is fun. This is fun.
Have you ever been so busy that you wished you could clone yourself just to get everything done? That's the Gemini experience in a nutshell. Playful and intellectually curious, Gemini is constantly juggling a variety of passions, hobbies, careers, and friend groups. They are the social butterflies of the zodiac. Key traits: witty, curious, charming, and flighty.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that
this
was a
is
mean
so
end.
you.
That's a
No, but
mean
that
and
is
flighty.
so you.
I laughed so hard
That
with
is
that. When I
so
was
you.
typing that up, I'm like, oh, this is good. This is good.
I mean, there's a lot of accurate stuff in there.
So
Chelsea,
accurate.
Social
Like,
tell us how you feel,
butterfly.
Chels.
no, like I feel bad saying this, but I honestly think like almost everything it said, I inwardly laughed a little bit at witty, and you might have too. But you are actually witty. Your wit has significantly improved over the years. Your flightiness, not so much anymore. But you used to be a little
Yeah,
bit flighty, yeah.
I
So
was a
like I
lot
think that's
actually.
curious, intellectually curious. That is you to a T. Constantly juggling hobbies and like career stuff
Careers,
and
passions,
hilarious friend groups and that.
friend groups.
You're better at
Yeah, it
that
was
one
I
now,
mean, I'm
but
not gonna lie, I read it before we jumped on and I was like, "Oh, wow." Like, there's a lot in there that
yeah,
describes me, and actually, some of them, like you just said, I've worked on, so they're less there, so I get more of my backup, like flighty. But if I really think about it, like 8 years ago, I would make plans with 3 different groups of friends so that I
yeah.
could find the best plan, and then I would just, like, ditch the other 2 and go for the best one. That's,
Good
like, the
strat.
epitome of flighty, but, like, it was juggling friend groups, but
Yeah, yeah.
rude.
Flighty, flaky, whatever.
Yeah, okay, we don't
I
need to
get.
elaborate. I mean,
I don't. I never really thought about that. Funny enough, I never really thought about that so much as you because maybe I was never the.
you were always selected?
Oh yeah, well maybe, and maybe I don't know you that
Just
well,
never, who never knew that she
but
was
I don't think
getting.
No,
I
they would
ever.
know.
And like 8 years ago, I'd have been like in like very young, like childbearing kind of early. So
Oh,
I could
true.
only ever go out so often, anyways. And I never felt like if I could go out and you weren't able to. So maybe that makes sense in my mind. Whereas someone who is always available, maybe that were, you know, the tragic
I mean, I
result
didn't do
of
it all the
Brit
time. I'm a
choosing a
kind
better
person.
plan.
I'm not an asshole, but like I
It's
definitely
fine.
did do it. I definitely was a little flighty. But the thing too was even in the beginning where it's like ever been so busy that you wish you could clone yourself or something. Like
Yeah.
I always like it's hilarious. I have a to-do list here with 20 things on it of things I just want to do. Like half of them are
What's on there?
random and half of them are like super, but I love to be busy. I love the feeling of it
Yeah.
and like the juggling. So yeah, I think it's accurate.
What's on
Cool.
your
Guess
to-do
who's
list? I'm
now
just
astrology geek? Like I'm in.
Believer. Yeah.
Britt, what's on your to-do list? I'm just curious of like the types of things you put on there. Is it like hobby type stuff? Is it things to get done around the house? Is it appointments?
It's a mix of everything. So I have to return I signed up for this Virel, which is like you spend or you become a member, then you can rent out purses for a month at a time, and they're like
Oh,
Chanel. They're
that's
really
fun. Yes,
nice.
I've heard about that.
So
Oh,
I just
cool.
tried it, but they duped me. I got a purse that I thought was one way and the photo didn't show. So now I'm returning it because it's not going to meet the need. I need to do research for Susie to come on the podcast and send her back a little outline. I got to figure out when I'm going to Ottawa and Toronto for this work speaking engagement, then to visit you guys all in Ottawa.
Oh, when
Um,
is it? Curious.
Probably end of March, early April. I'm looking into getting a chef to come like do some pre-made meals to be healthier. I have to figure out what I'm going to wear to waste management because I want to look clutch. I want to paint more because I like it. I want to add some fun to the office because I'm trying to meditate more. So I want to do that. I want to get a calendar up here. I need to figure out some flights for when we go back into the summer. I got to go to Costco. I just have a list of things I need to do there. Need to
Love
figure out
it.
the exterior of the house. Anyways, the list goes on. So it's a mix mash of everything. I just like
Just
to
to-do
get it
list.
all there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an interesting list. I'm curious to hear more about that purse situation later. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
I'll tell
That's
you
kind
about
of
it.
cool. Um, okay, so we've described you. Makes a lot of sense. I don't think any big shockers on that one. Not gonna lie. Um, I'm going to tell you about your horoscope for February, Britt. So career and
Okay, I'm on the
finance.
edge of my seat now.
Yeah. So Gemini are sun sign natives. So just so you know, whereas oh, I don't. Yeah, hold on a second.
Just like you don't
Okay,
have one.
we've stumped her.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I'm gonna you're gonna die for a second. Um, I told Katie that the Taurus horoscope. I just realized.
So this is the epitome of like the bad luck.
Oh,
I
oh.
can't. I can't.
Oh my
Why did
god,
I
this hurts.
say Taurus earlier and I realized I was on the Taurus one. Okay, we'll
Oh
come
my
back
god.
to it in a minute,
Katie,
Katie.
no luxury, no romp town, no
No,
nothing. Sorry.
exactly. No,
Yeah.
nothing. It's gonna be the opposite.
Wow. Okay, Kate, let me just do Katie's right now because it's actually hilarious for a quick second, and then we'll go back to Brit's. So,
I
really
can't.
sorry, folks. For any of you who was like, what the hell? That wasn't Aries. Yes, it was Taurus. I made a mistake. Okay, I'm reading off my phone.
Good luck to all those Tauruses out there.
Yeah, good luck to all the Tauruses out there, and your dates are,
Oh man,
I
what a
don't know.
waste of
Just
10 minutes.
who fucking cares at this point? Okay,
Emotionally. What a
I'm sorry. I've destroyed all of you. So,
Maybe
okay,
therapy after this.
let's do Aries. Let's do Aries, and then we'll move on to Gemini.
Yeah,
Apologies for the
let's.
mistake. It's an honest mistake. Okay. Aries sun sign natives will have a great time in their career this February. Okay, well, still pause. You are likely to move up the ladder of success. We're liking this, I think. The
Starts on a
work.
positive.
Okay, but listen to this for a sec. The workload will increase considerably in the second fortnight. So that's
Classic.
fucked. That's the last 2 weeks of the month. You're in trouble here. It's going to get bad
Yeah.
for you. Business people will score over their competitors and you will be overloaded with work. Okay, well, that sucks. Um,
it's really the opposite of the first one. You're
It's
gonna
yeah,
start
it's
hard
the
and
opposite.
end in luxury. Now?
yeah,
But I would say that actually hits home because I know that people are away on vacation and I'm going to be covering a lot while
okay,
they're
look, so
gone. So it makes sense.
she's relating to it. It does say your finances will be very good and you are likely to reap the fruits of your hard work. Okay,
Okay.
so maybe that's early March though. Maybe because we're going to be working hard into
Sure.
Feb. Early March, you're going to reap the rewards. So this is interesting. Relationship. You'll enjoy a good relationship with your partner, especially in the first fortnight. So first 2 weeks. The
Okay.
next one will
Romp
be
town
packed.
then.
Okay, well, hold on. No, there might still be
Valentine's Day ends
there'll
on
be something.
Valentine's Day. Okay.
There may be something still in store for Joe. We'll see. Um, The next 2 weeks will be packed with commitments, and your partner might feel neglected. Oh, sad.
Oh, because of the workload. Oh.
Yeah. You need to share the work problems with your partner and family and make them understand. Okay, well, that's interesting.
Vulnerability,
Well, at least I can prep.
communication.
Now that I know the last 2 weeks, I can prep.
Okay, and here's your
Right?
remedy. Here's what you need to do
Okay.
to prep.
Throw that
Okay,
white candle out.
you ready for this? Yeah, fuck the white candle. Feed whole grains to birds for good health.
Or like feed the birds. Poppins the
So
birds.
go out,
The
go
best
out
part
in
is,
the
I
at
can
the
picture you
condo
doing
where all
it.
the
I
smoke is
can't.
there.
I can't. I hate birds.
I've
I
got
love
birds.
whipping them at them.
I've got bird seed at home. You just go out with a handful in the smoking section, in the condo smoking section, and you just start tossing the bird seed
Just
out for the
whip it.
bird.
I could just
Just whip
picture
it.
you. Yeah, so angry that you're like, I want a good end of the 2 weeks. Just like
Feed the
whipping
birds.
birdseed.
So
Feed
it
the
looks like
birds.
she's got a good 2 weeks coming up, and then the
Oh,
last half of the month is going to be shit. So sorry to change that up on you
Really?
too.
okay.
Yeah, you
There's
really
no
flipped it
carnal
on its
delight.
head.
All right.
Yes.
So yeah, that's good. Now let's read Gemini's quick
Okay,
because
let's
we do
read
have a
Gemini.
hard stop.
I'm hoping this will perk us back up. Okay. So Gemini, I officially have
Okay,
the
let's just
correct one.
confirm you are on Gemini.
I'm definitely on Gemini. I can
Okay.
confirm I'm on Gemini. Okay, so Gemini sun sign natives should prepare for a slow start in their respective field of work. A slow
Okay.
start where it's like, oh, that's fine with me. Some unforeseen problems might catch you unaware, leading to some changes at the workplace. Okay.
Mm.
Natives in job, I don't even know what that means, might not attain their targets, and business natives might lose out on their competitors. Okay, not sure that applies to you. After mid month, things are likely to stabilize, and you are warned against overspending.
Careful going
Well,
into tax season.
Who cares? Like, who
we just did
cares?
our budget. We're fine. No, I mean, listen, sure.
Well,
I don't know.
you know
There's
what?
nothing there that really hits.
Nothing that
Yeah.
hits. But listen, you just talked about the purse thing where you rent purses versus buying the purses. So clearly, you already
Yeah,
took this advice.
exactly.
Okay.
Budgets.
Budget.
Budgets.
Huh. Okay. Um. Okay, this is interesting. Your relationships. Your relationship will face some hardships, mostly because of financial mismanagement.
Oh, God. What is Scott going to do? Like,
Yeah. God. One more golf club, I'm gonna push you over the edge, probably. Your partner. Oh, here, interesting. Your partner will be aloof and edgy towards you. Don't know
oh
about
gosh.
edgy, but maybe the aloof.
Aloof.
I don't know.
Aloof.
Aloof. I can't see edgy.
I couldn't picture
Catch
Scott
it.
being edgy either.
No, no,
Yeah.
I'm definitely couldn't. If anyone's gonna be edgy, it's you, and he's gonna be aloof.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah.
Later in the month, things will settle down, and bonhummy, I don't know what the hell that word is. That's meant to be an English word. Bonhummy with your partner will improve. Does that bonhummy? I don't know. Friendship, love. I don't know. Your friends and family will be very cooperative in your difficult time.
Okay. Okay.
How do you
Interesting.
spell the bonhomie? Bonhomie.
Like BON, and then it's hummy, HOMIE. Bonhummy. What does that even mean? Is it like good humor? Bon is good. Bonhummy. What?
Friendliness.
Okay.
Geniality. Cheerful.
I don't know. I
You
mean,
guys will be nice.
I'll let you know if Scott overspends and if we get into some arguments, and you two better be there for me if so.
Oh,
Also,
well,
if he's ever aloof.
Yeah.
yeah, let us know if he's going to be aloof. But
I
we
don't even know
know
what
he won't
aloof
be.
is. Is
It's
Just
aloof
like,
just like
it's like
I think it's like not caring.
it's
Just
just
like,
not caring. Like he's just like aloof. Like he's yeah, like not caring.
okay, he can be like that sometimes, so I'll
yeah.
let you know.
But I don't know about edgy. You be the edgy one. Okay. Oh, okay. Here you go. Remedy. Walk barefoot on grass at any time of the day to improve your work schedule.
My work
Do you
okay.
want to do you want
You
to
got to find
increase your
some
work
grass. I
schedule
don't know
though?
where you're going to find that in AZ.
All the golf
What's
courses.
oh shit.
Just in the middle of golf, take my shoes off, start walking in my bare feet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, my horoscope told me I had to do this. So
Yeah,
yes, there you
exactly.
go. Next time you go golfing, just slip your socks and your shoes off.
We're
Have a
going out
little walk.
today. Don't you see I have my golf outfit on?
I was gonna say this very much is a golf attire
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
vibe.
cute. So you know what to do. You know what to
Yeah,
do.
you know what to do. You have permission.
You know what to do. Okay, so that was yours, Britt.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah. I thought the descriptor of a Gemini was spot on, and then I thought the horoscope was shit, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. We'll find out at the end of the month, right?
Yeah, okay,
Come
fair.
back up in March, folks.
Yeah.
She might be like, "Yeah, Scott bought 3 golf clubs, and I fucking lost it on him."
Yeah,
Who knows?
maybe. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows? It could
Who knows?
happen.
Okay, Katie, take us into Cancer.
Okay, so
Let's see
cancers
what's
are
going on.
highly intuitive and their psychic abilities manifest in tangible spaces. For instance, cancers can this is hard.
Try it again.
Effortlessly pick up the energies in a room. They are highly sensitive to their environments as well as extremely self-protective. With time, though, cancers reveal their gentle nature, genuine compassion, and mystical capabilities.
Mystical.
The key
I'm not gonna
traits,
lie. Oh, you're not done. Sorry.
yeah, key traits: compassionate, giving, sentimental, and nurturing.
What do we think?
So, are you sure we have the right?
Yeah.
Listen, bitch. Okay.
No, I was making a joke. I think that the key traits, I think you were like unexpectedly, because when people first meet you, I think they like you're so funny and you're so confident that people are like, oh, like she's just this big personality, like she's there, but you're the most caring and I forget the word, but like like you take care of us. Like you're so
Compassionate. Yeah.
nurturing. Yeah, compassionate and
Yeah.
nurturing. And so I think that is very accurate, but I don't think everyone necessarily sees that off the bat, which is fun because I feel like it's our little secret. Like, or like, you know what I
I'm
mean? Like it
actually
feels
a
like,
nice
yeah.
person. Like,
Yeah, I'm
ooh.
like, be a bitch to everyone. Let them think
Yeah,
that and then like love
they
us
don't
hard, you know?
know. They don't
Um,
think.
but like, do you think you're intuitive? Because I don't know. Like that just seemed
Oh,
like
that's.
what?
I said that's rude. She doesn't think
Well,
I'm intuitive.
do you feel
Wait,
like
did I
you walk
read?
in
I
a
didn't
room?
say intuitive.
What was it? What did you say?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
What was
Cancers
it?
are highly intuitive in their psychic
Yeah, I was like, you
abilities.
did say
Yeah, sorry. Like the first sentence. So cancers effortlessly, whoa,
you cannot
pick
say
up
it
the energies in a
effortlessly.
room. I think I can't say effortlessly. Oh my god. Let's just move
Effortlessly.
on. Let's just move on.
Yeah,
So
Effortless.
yeah.
I do think you can pick up vibes in a room.
But I think anyone can do that.
No.
Honestly. No. Okay. Well, that makes
I
sense.
think
I would
Chelsea
never
sets the
describe
vibe in the
myself
room.
as intuitive. What's that?
I think you set the vibe in the room. Everyone knows when we're out with Chelsea, if Chelsea's having a good time, she turns the motherfucker up. Like if you
Yeah,
look at my
very
summer
true.
bash, she's running around, shots, she's having a great time. She just like made the party. But I will say if
Moods
Chelsea is
ever.
not having a good time, she
That's true.
turns it down.
Destroy
She's
it.
like, I'm out, I'm going to bed. Like
Yeah.
you,
It's
I
true.
think you actually are and I think it used to be more. I think now you're just like, I'm not having a time, so I'm gonna just pull out. Whereas before, I think you used to try and stay around, and then it
Right.
was like, you know what I mean? But I think you set the tone.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's really kind of you. I like that description of it. I think that that's accurate. That maybe is one of those things like you're such a narcissist. If you're not having a good time, no one can. Like, but if you're having a good time, everyone will, and you'll all take shots whether you like it or not. But
Forcing them down.
it's because I'm a happier person now. So I typically tend to mostly have a good time when I'm out now, I find. Whereas back in the day, it was easy for me to go onto the dark side and be like, oh, fuck this.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all gonna have a shit night if I can't get in the mood.
Yeah.
Narcissist. No. Hopefully no one describes me as narcissist. Um okay, on that. Okay, thanks for clarifying that I'm not a narcissist, girls. Okay, appreciate it. Um Horoscope for February. Thanks for that. Career and finance. I can confirm I have the Cancer one. Cancer sun sign natives must be careful what they say. Okay, and how they communicate with their colleagues and seniors. Wow, I tell myself that literally all the time. It's like painful. I'm like, should I have said that? Should I use that exact language all the time? So, okay. That's not even like a monthly horoscope for me. That's like the whole year I need to be
Daily.
mindful of that.
Yeah.
Like literally. The latter part of the month will ease out the stress, and you will achieve your goals. Okay, so getting happy. Business natives will have a slow start. Finances will be average, but the graph will keep moving up as the month progresses. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Okay,
Steady
well, what else?
incline.
Still a positive. Still a
Still,
positive.
still positive, still steady.
Mine was a complete negative, by the way.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we'll see how it turns out. We'll probably be opposites. Um, Relationships. You will have a lovey-dovey start to February. A good camaraderie with your partner is indicated. A pleasure trip is also indicated.
Oh, and you are going on a
Dominican, here
trip.
you come.
A This will get you closer to your partner. Familial bonds will be good, and you're likely to spend precious time with your family and grow closer. Well, that's not
Hmm.
bad actually. And
Oh, that's
we do have
nice.
a family trip, yeah, because I don't know how many carnal delights will happen there because literally my whole family is going to be there. But anyways, we'll see. Familial
Maybe some
bonds.
Pawn the kids
maybe some
off.
late night sand beach
Oh Jesus, watch out for the
rompers.
sand. Yeah, sand fleas. We have to be
Oh,
careful
bring.
of that.
Oh, I guess that's true. Well,
I feel
whenever you
like
get the
that's like
privacy,
something when you're growing up, you're like order sex on the beach and you're like, we're gonna like it's like and then you get older and you're like, that shit's not fun.
like, think of
Yeah,
the dirt. Like, you
you can get
literally need like a
arrested.
massive blanket just so you can.
Yeah.
But there's too much movement. There's too much sand flicking around. No matter what you do. But I
Yeah.
am going to say I don't want to get arrested anywhere in a foreign country either. Like I don't think you're allowed. I don't think you're allowed to do that. I think they frown.
Yeah,
I don't think you're allowed to do that anywhere.
Oh,
anywhere.
just on
Indecent
just
exposure.
on Petrie Island. Just go head over to Petrie Island. It's fine at Petrie Island, but it's not okay in the Dominican. I'm just saying. Like moody
Catch the E.
space.
coli. It's fine.
Ew.
Yeah.
I'll tell you my remedy for the month is drink water on an empty stomach in the morning to keep calm.
Yours is like the
Oh,
easiest one. Katie
Yes.
has to feed fucking
Sometimes,
birds grains.
yeah.
I have
Feed birds.
to walk
what
in
was
the
it?
grass barefoot.
Yeah,
Like, I
that
don't
one's
know,
hard.
like if I was in Canada, it'd be full of snow.
Yeah.
Like,
How are you supposed
not
to find
possible.
grass?
Well, you'd have to be creative then. I've got some artificial turf in my basement that Gary likes to putt off of. You could have done that. Nobody said it'd
Okay.
be real grass. You also have
Well,
your
I'm sure
sim.
the
You could have
gods, the sun and the
grassed it
moon
up.
would have known.
Sun and the moon. Yeah, Katie, all she has to do is go dollar store, get a bag of cheap bird seed, and do a home alone situation outside the condo.
Katie, if you do it, will you get Joe to videotape it and send it?
Yeah,
We're gonna
absolutely.
post it.
While I manifest what I want.
Yeah.
What I'm
So
gonna
what is
do as
everyone's
well.
takeaway?
Well, I loved it. I thought that was fun and hilarious, and it's even funner to do it with people who know you because, like, they can call you out on some things and then relate to some things and go like, yeah, no, like
Yeah.
that's not
I
true.
still can't believe you read the completely wrong one for Katie and we
Like,
like
Sorry,
you could,
loved it.
yeah,
sorry.
no more luxury for me.
No more
Yeah.
carnal delights either, which is hilarious. She's like, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen anyways. So
Yeah.
accurate.
Joe, don't get any ideas because that wasn't for us.
That shit's not happening at all. What I'm going to do, because some other people might be interested in what their horoscope is for Feb, we're going to link in
Okay.
the site that I used for this because I think you might want to see, like, do you have a pattern in your horoscope? Is it from a good to a bad, or is it from a bad to a good? Like, which looked like mostly the patterns, apart from Katie's actual horoscope, and that was
Maybe I'm a Taurus next month.
maybe you got it wrong and you're actually a Taurus, and your mom
Yeah,
would be like, "Oh, actually, you came late, so you were meant to
So
be a
actually,
Taurus."
this is
right.
something that's interesting because they did switch. They
Yeah.
added, I think, a thing to the astrology. So I don't
What?
even know
What?
if I'm still Gemini.
So I didn't. Yeah, I heard about that, and then I was kind of like, I don't know if I believe that.
They
Like, why
added
after
something?
all these years would they do that? Would they add an actual
I don't
zodiac
know.
sign?
I
Have we
mean, it
found a new
discredits
planet
it.
or something, or a new
Actually, I
combination?
did listen that there was like um a million or something crazy like a million new planets the size of Earth discovered in the orbit or like in the
So
space.
there's like loads of unexplored
Galaxy.
or unnamed
Galaxy,
planets, is
that's the
what you're
word.
saying.
Yeah, this shit's above my head. I don't know. It scares me a little. I just like to be like, okay, there's bigger things. Remember that.
I thought this was hilarious. I
Yeah.
actually really enjoyed it. I might tune in a little bit here and there on the old monthly horoscopes and just see.
You're going to do it
And just
again?
see if you're on track.
Maybe. Well, I do want to recap us back. I want to go back into March at some point when we and we'll just touch on it in another turned up or another tipsy Tuesday, and just I definitely want to recap on February and like recap on our horoscopes and like did any of it manifest like what we thought it was going to be. I don't necessarily need to go back every month and like, so it's going to be this month. But I mean, it's kind of like you with your, like, you pull your cards, right? And you feel like you get pieces and grains of that.
Yeah. Yep.
Similar, right?
Yeah,
Because some
it
It
people
ties in.
definitely
really,
is.
some people really invest in this. It's like people who get the gemstones and the stones and all that. Remember, you got your stone,
Crystals.
yeah, the
Oh
crystals,
yeah,
and you got
I'm
your ring in New Orleans, and I got my ring and with the
I would
stone.
definitely, I mean, I'll explore this more cuz now I'm curious about how it works in the background of it. I didn't feel like the monthly one was that accurate, but I do feel
But
like
month
the
hasn't
overall
happened
Gemini
yet.
was. What?
Month hasn't happened yet. How do you
I
know?
know, but
Shit.
I don't know.
Anything
Yeah,
can
valid,
happen.
valid. I will wait and see. Refrain from
Anything
judgment.
can happen. Refrain
Okay.
from judgment.
Well, to
Okay,
that,
I enjoyed it. Let's
love ya.
continue. Don't forget your drinks for this
Your
tipsy
White Claw.
Tuesday.
The White
Cheers.
Claw.
White claw, a little sip sip.
Have a great week,
Cheers.
everyone. Thank you for joining, Katie. What
Yeah,
an honor
thanks.
it
I'm gonna
was.
go. Thanks for having me. I'm gonna go feed the birds now.
And on
I
that,
can't say I'm
goodbye.
doing mine because my stomach already has
Goodbye.
white claw in it.